TV5 Monde is a global television network, broadcasting several channels of French-language programming. It is an approved participant member of the European Broadcasting Union. Summary: TV5 started on the 2nd of January 1984 and was under the management of Serge Ada until his death in November 2004. The new director, named on the 6th of April 2005, is Jean-Jacques Aigan, a former French Minister for Culture and Communication. The present Director General is Marie-Christine Saragosse. In January 1992, TV5 underwent a major overhaul, including rebranding as TV5Monde to stress its focus as a global network. Also part of the changes are a new schedule and new program lineup. Since 1993, TV5 Monde is part of the channel's corporate name. Its Canadian operations are branded TV5 Quebec, Canada. However, though the shorter version TV5 is also used, TV5Monde claims to be one of the top 3 most available global television networks available around the world, with CNN and MTV. History: TV5 was formed on the 2nd of January 1984 under the guidance of Claude Chassin, French Minister for Foreign Affairs, and by TV5 President Serge Ada, by 5 public television channels, TF1, Antenne 2, and FR3 from France, the Swiss television Suisse Romande, and the Belgian RTBF. The 5 from the name TV5 comes from these 5 public broadcasters. On the 18th of December 1985, TV5 was amongst the first 4 channels carried by cable television in France, inaugurated in Cergy-Pontoise. Following its privatization in 1987, TF1 retired from the TV5 consortium, although it continued to supply its programs to the channel up until 1995. On the 1st of September 1988, TV5 Quebec, Canada was created, then TV5 Africa in 1991. The following year, TV5 transmitted using digital compression towards Latin America and the Caribbean. Its coverage was expanded in 1996 with the launch of its Asian Pacific signal with TV5 Asie Pacifique and its subscription channel TV5 Etats Unis in the United States. 2 years later, the Middle East feed was launched with TV5 Moyen-Orient in 1998. In early 1999, TV5 split its European signal into 2, with the launch of TV5 France-Belgium-Suisse, a signal specific to Francophone Europe. TV5 Europe continued to serve the wider continental audience. A consortium formed by public channels Art and Le 5e entered into the capital of the channel, which brought with it new sources of programming. A new schedule was constructed, centered around news programs such as news flashes on the hour, 2 TV5 bulletins and rebroadcasts of its partners' main news programs. A meeting with ministers from TV5 in Vevey, Switzerland, gave a mandate to the channel's Council of Cooperation in order to reform the structure of the channel, in view of creating a unique worldwide channel. The national governments in charge of the 5 participants gave an agreement to turn management of TV5 Etats Unis and TV5 Amerique Latine over to TV5 Monde, the new name for the channel's head operations in Paris. Following the September 2001 terrorist attacks and the period leading up to the 2003 Iraq War, the subsequent media coverage put the spotlight on TV5's particular way of broadcasting news bulletins from its member public broadcasters. International conflicts arising from the decision to go to war by the United States and the United Kingdom had relaunched the debate over whether to create an international news channel from a French perspective, resulting in the 2006 launch of France 24. with the creation of France 24 placing TV5's own existence in doubt. Its new CEO Jean-Jacques Ayagan decided that, for the 1st of January 2006, to rename the channel TV5 Monde to better underline its status as the only international francophone channel available on air. Ayagan stepped down from his post on the 3rd of March 2006. The name TV5 Monde only applies to its 8 different signals broadcast from its Paris headquarters. In Canada and in French-speaking Quebec, TV5 Quebec Canada is managed from Montreal, which keeps the original name TV5, as it is operated by an independent company distinct from TV5 Monde, as well as being part of the TV5 family. TV5 Quebec Canada has its own management and its schedule is made with the Canadian viewer in mind. In 2007, a new program schedule saw the reduction of programming from France televisions, for example, one daily news bulletin from France 2. In 2008, TV5 Monde became part of holding company France Monde. In 2009, TV5 Monde launched TV5 Monde Asia, a feed for territories located between GMT+8 and GMT+12. TV5 Monde's Pacific signal is an adaptation of its existing Asian signal, which has been adopted to its time zones to better serve its viewers. On the 25th of February 2015, a new signal called TV5 Monde Brazil was launched, broadcasting its programming with Portuguese subtitles. April 2015 cyber attack and resulting disruption. On the evening of the 8th of April 2015, TV5 Monde was the victim of a cyber attack by the hacker group Cyber Caliphate, which claimed to have ties to the terrorist organization Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. The hackers breached the broadcaster's internal systems in what Director Yves Bigot described as an unprecedented attack, overriding TV5 Monde's broadcast programming for over 3 hours, with service only partially restored in the early hours of the following morning. Normal broadcasting services were still disrupted late into the 9th of April. Various computerized internal administrative and support systems, including email, were also still shut down or otherwise inaccessible due to the attack. The hackers also hijacked TV5 Monde's Facebook and Twitter pages to post the personal information of relatives of French soldiers participating in actions against the organization, along with messages critical of President François Hollande, arguing that the January 2015 terrorist attacks were gifts for his unforgivable mistake of partaking in conflicts that no purpose. As part of the official response to the attack, the French Minister of Culture and Communications, Fleur Pellerin, called for an emergency meeting of the heads of various major media outlets and groups. The meeting took place on the 10th of April at an undisclosed location. The French Prime Minister Manuel Valls called the attack an unacceptable insult to freedom of information and expression. His cabinet colleague, the Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve, attempted to allay public concern by stating that France had already increased its anti-hacking measures to protect against cyber attacks, following the aforementioned terrorist attacks on January earlier that year, which had left a total of 20 people dead. French investigators later discounted the theory that militant Islamists were behind the cyber attack, instead suspecting the involvement of a Russian hacking group called APT28, a porn storm, with alleged links to the Russian government. Content. Most of its content is taken from mainstream networks in the French-speaking world, notably France Televisions from France, RTBF from Belgium, RTS from Switzerland, and the Radio Canada and TVA networks in Canada. In addition to international news, TV5 Monde broadcasts League One films and music magazines. Ownership. The number 5 in the name is the number of founding networks: TV5 Française 1 Antenne 2 FR3, TSR and RTBF. Today, the partnership making up the TV5Monde Consortium of France Télévisions, Art France, Institut National de l'Audiovisuel, CBC, Radio Canada, TEAQ Téléécoute Québec, RTBF and RTS. This consortium owns 51% of the service, while the other 49% is owned by France Médias Monde, a holding company that manages France's international broadcasting services. Channels. As of 2015, 10 feeds are being transmitted: TV5Monde FBS, TV5Monde Europe, TV5Monde Afrique, TV5Monde Maghreb Orient with occasional Arabic subtitles, TV5Monde India and All India, TV5Monde Etats Unis with occasional English subtitles, TV5Monde Amérique Latina and AMP Caribes with Spanish and Portuguese subtitles, TV5Monde Pacifique, TV5 Quebec Canada. TV5Monde Etats Unis has certain programs subtitled in English, particularly some newscasts, and most movies are subtitled in English language. It is unusual to watch a French movie without English language subtitles on TV5Monde Etats Unis. TV5 Quebec Canada is produced in Montreal, in Brazil. The French network has partnered with Brazilian National Cine Agency to stimulate the production of independent content in Brazilian pay TV. Logos. From 1984, for this television network, there are 5 different logos. The first logo of television network is used from 1984 to 1988. The second logo is used from 1988 to 1990. The third logo is used from 1990 to 1995. The fourth logo is used from 1995 to 2006, and the fifth and current logo is in use from 2006. From 1991 to 2003, the digital on-screen graphic was located on the upper right corner of the screen. From 2003 onwards, it has been moved to the upper left corner of the screen. Network availability. Europe. TV5Monde FBS and TV5Monde Europe are free to air and can be received by satellite. Additionally, Albania. TV5Monde Europe can be found on analog broadcasting in some Albanian municipalities on channels 43, 35, 50, 39, 25, 56 UHF. Croatia. TV5Monde Europe can be found on digital cable. Denmark. TV5Monde Europe can be found on digital cable. Germany. TV5Monde Europe can be found on analog digital cable. Greece. TV5Monde Europe can be found on ERT channel 22, 46. Israel. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Yes channel 131. Italy. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Sky Italia channel 540 and on IPTV Infostrada TV, Tuscali TV and Alice Home TV on the same channel number, and on TV5FASTWEB channel 68. Netherlands. TV5Monde Europe can be found on satellite, Canal Digital channel 194, on cable television, Ziggo channel 71 and all other small cable companies, on IPTV, KPN channel 70 and Glashart Media channel 421. TV5Monde FBS can be found on satellite, Canal Digital channel 195. Norway. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Canal Digital channel 152. Republic of Ireland. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Virgin Media Ireland Channel 825 and Sky Channel 796. Romania. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Dolce Channel 116. On UPC Romania in digital, it is available on channel 721, on Media Box or LCN. Spain. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Ono Cable Channel 402. Turkey. TV5Monde Europe can be found on Digitur Channel 102 and Turkish cable television. United Kingdom. TV5Monde Europe can be found with English subtitles on Sky Satellite Channel 796, on Virgin Media Cable Channel 825, and free-to-air satellite via Astron 1L at 19.2 degrees east and Eutelsat Hotbird at 13 degrees east. North America. Neither TV5Monde nor its supplementary services are free to air in North America. Canada. TV5 Canada is a French-Canadian version of TV5Monde. It offers largely the same programming schedule, with the exception that programming from Radio Canada, which is already available across Canada, is replaced with content from the provincial educational networks TEAQ, Téléacute Quebec and TFO. As with TV5Monde, TV5 Quebec Canada is also a cooperative effort, though involving French-Canadian networks and produces through l'Association des producteurs de films et de télévision du Québec. The Canadian license also includes UNIS, a channel focused on francophone communities outside Quebec. United States. In the United States, TV5Monde Etats Unis is one of several foreign-language premium channels offered through international media distribution. Broadcast is in standard definition only. The channel is offered nationwide on Dish Network, at an AMP, TU-verse, and Verizon Fios, and offered in most major markets on traditional cable systems such as Time Warner Cable, Cox Communications, Xfinity and Bright House networks. TV5Monde is offered on cable and satellite as an à la carte selection for $9.99 a month. On most systems, a subscription to another programming tier or a digital cable package may be required. Purportedly due to underfunding, TV5Monde cannot yet offer accurate advanced scheduling or on-time programming, but progress is being made in these fronts. In addition, TV5Monde USA offers a French-language children's channel, TV5Monde, which offers a selection of children's and young adult programming in French. The channel is currently available on Dish Network, as part of the TV5Monde subscription. Daily blocks of TV5Monde programming is also seen on the main TV5Monde channel. TV5Monde launched TV5Monde Cinema On Demand, a video-on-demand service available to Xfinity subscribers in July 2013 that features a selection of francophone films. Mexico, Central America and Caribbean. In Mexico and most countries of Central America and the Caribbean, TV5Monde America Latina and AMP Caribes is available. Sky Mexico, a satellite television platform, on channel 277. South America. Brazil. In Brazil is transmitted with subtitles in Portuguese on the schedule. Currently negotiations are being held to launch the first original channel productions in the country. TV5Monde Brazil is available on Sky Brazil on channel 108, Claro TV on channel 132, Net on channel 141, as well as Vivo TV. Others countries. TV5Monde America Latina and AMP Caribes is not free to air in South America. The channel is present in the main TV operators' pay of Hispanic countries. The half programming is displayed with Spanish subtitles. In French Guiana territory located in northern South America and is a French overseas territory. The channel is free and displayed with programming entirely in French. Asia, Australia and New Zealand. It is free to air from the AsiaSat 3S satellite covering most of Asia and Australia. Triangle TV in Auckland, Nepal and Wellington rebroadcasts some news programs. In Nepal, TV5 Monde is broadcast by Dish Home on channel Nodi 864. In Singapore, StarHub TV service broadcasts it on channel 152 for its digital service customers on MediaCorp TV channel 5 and MediaCorp TV HD5. In India, Zee Network provides this channel for its Dish Network DTH services subscribers. Also, many others like Hathway Cable TV and local cable TV operators offer TV5 Monde free of cost. The channel is also available in Japan on Fuji Television Platform and Television New Zealand in New Zealand. In South Korea, ISP provider QRIX offers TV5 on its premium HD cable package and will begin offering it via IPTV from the 16th of February. India, TV5Monde used to be available on Dish TV channel 731 but it has been withdrawn now. Currently, it is available in Airtel Digital TV channel number 157 and Tata Sky channel number 537. Indonesia, Southeast Asia. TV5Monde Asia can be found on channel 62 UHF in Jakarta, Pakistan. TV5Monde Asia is available on demand by requesting the local cable operator. Philippines. TV5Monde Asia can be found on SkySable channel 134, Destiny Cable channel 134 through digital platform. Singapore. TV5Monde Asia can be found on StarHub TV channel 152. Sri Lanka. TV5Monde Asia can be found on PEO TV channel 90. Taiwan. TV5Monde Asia can be found on CHTMO channel 111. Thailand. TV5Monde Asia can be found on True Visions channel 166. Vietnam. TV5Monde Asia can be found on VTV CABSCTV, HTVC MYTV, FPT Play HD, AVG. Middle East and North Africa. In most of the region, TV5Monde Maghreb Orient is available on Nilesat 101 and Badr 4 under the frequencies of 11,900.00 volts, 27,503 quarters and 12,073.00 H, 27,503 quarters, respectively. In Lebanon, it is also available on Cablevision and via Télé Liban's French channel, Télé Liban Lana.